Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Good. So welcome to this special webinar today. We are talking about 3 ways how do you use your barter chart. And then, hi, good to see you guys again. Wow, so many of you here joining today. Yeah, over 1,000 people here. Thanks for joining. And this is especially, I'm very excited here because we just passed the first month of 2021, and then also if you learn barter, we are just entering the month of metal ox here is a totally new energy. So it's good to see all of you guys again. All right, okay. So how is your energy right now? How is your energy today? Is it good? From 0 to 10, what is your energy level right now? Okay, oh, wow, 10. Some of you is 3. Okay, it's fine. Wow, a lot of you are 8, 9, 10. That's very good. Okay, all right. So it's what a great way to start, right? So I think that some of you here are very new. You're totally new here today because just now the team here actually did a poll, right? Some of you here are very new, but it's fine, right? Because as if you're asking me, what we're doing here today is I'm going to share with you certain techniques, right? How do you make 2021 a great year for you? And before we do that, actually, I saw of your chat box comments here. So if all of you here have want to interact with me, that is where you're going to actually type on the chat box here. That's how I actually see your comment here. Okay, Francis Lim just typed out 7.5. Yeah, your energy level. Wow, this is very precise. I like that. Okay. So no matter what energy level you are right now, I think that we want to maintain a high energy throughout the year and beyond. Because if our energy is high, we can attract good outcome in our life and we can perform better, right? So this is the whole goal of why we use Chinese metaphysics. So, and okay, let me see how many of you joined. Okay, cool. So before we start here, I think I would like to ask some of you here, how many of you here are totally new? Yeah, probably this is the first time you're joining this webinar and you know nothing about barter, or maybe you don't even know what is going on here today. Okay, type the word me right now. Wow, so many of you here are new. Nice. Okay, so if you're new here, I think I owe you an introduction here about who I am. Okay, so let me just do a brief introduction here. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and teacher from Joyap Group, right? So basically, if you ask me what I do, so I actually do a lot of teaching, classes, like teaching Pazi, Feng Shui, Qigong Dunjia. I also do a lot of corporate talk, especially in the new year. Yeah, for different companies, they want to actually, find a way to improve their staff performance. I do that a lot. And I also, beside being a teacher, I'm also a coach. Okay, so which in fact some of the client here I actually do like a one-to-one consultation with them. So we're going to actually help them, how we are able to use Chinese metaphysics tools to help them to improve their life, provide insights, and also create unfair advantage, right? So just to share with you what I'm doing. Some of you are already new here. This is what I do on my day job. Yeah, this is what I do. Yeah, I like to teach. Yeah, I like to teach a lot because I think that the way when I teach something, especially the more people, I think I better utilize my time, right? Instead of doing one-to-one, then right now I'm able to reach more people using the same amount of time, right? So like just like today, right? Now as I'm talking right now, we already reached 1,100 people actually logging in right now at the same time. Thank you. Yeah, really thank you. Really appreciate all of you here for joining here. And today I'm going to actually talk about one very important topic is about barter. This is how many of you here already had your barter chart ready? Yeah, so if you are new here, let me just show you. Yeah, I prepared a hard copy here. This your barter chart. You look something like this. Okay, a lot of information here. If you haven't got your barter chart yet, okay, a lot of you here already prepared, right? So it's nice. So for some of you are very new here, I'm talking to you right now. So this is the screen. Yeah, there's a link here. You can go to this joeyap.com/barter chart. This is BaZi chart here, and then this is the link. You're going to get the chart ready. So all you need to do is to key in your date of birth, your time of birth, and your gender. That's all you need. Yeah, and you're all set to go. And you can not only can print your own chart, I would say that you can print your family chart, and also your friends, your enemy, and even your boss chart as well. How many of you here actually prepared the chart of your boss? Yeah, your superior. Yeah, how many of you here keep those charts with you all the time? Wow, very smart. Yeah, I keep telling people, especially last week when I have the privilege to talk to a company where I need to actually motivate their staff. I tell I tell them, of course, the reason they attend that event is to actually to learn how to improve their career, right? So the first thing that they ask me is, Iverson, yeah, what is my what I'm good in doing, what is my talent? Of course that's important, right? So therefore but I actually explain to them, yeah, based on there are so many people I work with for the last 7 years, especially those professionals. I say that there are two things you need to master if you want to actually take your career to the next level, and you need to enjoy to ensure that you have a successful career ahead. These are two things you need to master, right? The first part here is your know-how, yeah, your skill level, right? Your ability to contribute to the company. Don't you think this is important, right? So that's the reason the company hire you for, right? So you must have some value to contribute, right? A lot of people always say, I listen, my company have a lot of problems. You say, how do we solve this problem? I say, actually, it's a good thing you have problems in the company. Tell me, is there any companies that don't have any problem? Is there? No, right? So the reason you're existent in this company because there's problems, right? As long there has problem, then you are needed to solve those problems, right? So it's a good thing to have problems. So if the company don't have problems, they wouldn't need you at all. Don't you think so? So first of all, the first thing, yeah, the first part here is to know what are your skill, what is your talent, so you can contribute, so you become indispensable in the company, right? I mean, this is the first thing you need to do. And then the second thing is even more important here is also you need to get your boss to like you. Okay, if your boss don't like you or even hate you, I don't care how intelligent you are, how confident you are, and how capable you are, you're not going to succeed in a career. Make sense? Right? So a lot of people did the first part, yeah, and then they always think that as long I put all my effort in my work, I spend long hours there, then I'm sure this is a guaranteed path to success. Is it true? No, right? You know that in the whole corporate world, the thing here is not about just how good you are, and also your ability to survive. Guys, that's the reason they call this corporate jungle, right? Or this is the thing here. It's a survivor nature out there, right? So if you not able to get your boss to like you, game over, right? You're out of the game, right? You're the dead man walking. Yeah. So therefore, every time when I actually coach, or even in the future when you know how to use your parter chart, I think the first thing here is you need to actually print out your, of course, your own chart first, and then also plot your boss chart as well. You need to know, how to manage your boss. What is your boss like? What your boss don't like? So why you want to know this? So once you found out what he like, you make out a list, you do more of it, and what he don't like, you don't do. Yeah, very easy. Right? So yeah, this is what I advise all these people to do here, especially if you are working for others. I think that this is one of the reason, right? When you learn parts, it's not about just checking, hey, this year I got a good career luck or not. Yeah, that one is very superficial. Yeah, just if you have a good luck, so what, right? It doesn't mean that you can get everything, right? So everything must come through strategy. Okay, so some of you are brand new here. I think this is one of the questions that actually come into your mind here is everything is predestined or not? Can we change it, right? Because just now I show you that it's a chart like this. Yeah, this is a chart, right? And the next question is, hey, since this is called the astrology chart here, so is it mean everything already predestined? And when I actually studied this 7 years ago, I actually this question, the same question here actually came across my mind as well, right? And then I actually checking, is it make sense for me to study this or not? Yeah, this is the first question. If it cannot be changed, right, why waste my time, right? Why not I just enjoy my life since it cannot be changed? So I actually do some research on there, and then finally my actually aha moment come when I actually join some form like a gathering, where they actually exchange knowledge and all those things. And then that time I already practicing parter, but not to the level that I'm doing right now. That time I'm very beginner, and then I just do a very simple parter analysis, right? Then one in this event here, I still remember one old master, and then it's not even a friend, it's an acquaintance, and then I met him like few times before, and then he know that I'm actually doing I'm actually help people by analyzing their parter chart. Then he told me this. Yeah, I still remember this clearly even until today. And he told me that, hey, he said, Iverson, no point you doing all this parter analysis. Then I asked him, why, master? right? Because I feel that he's a master. You know why? Because he's quite old, and then with beard, and with a kung fu attire, that should be the master look, right? So I asked him, hey, master, yeah, why do you say so? Yeah, why you are telling me that I'm wasting my time? Then he said, because everyone destiny is already predestined. That's what he told me, right? So why you bother analyze it and ask people to change something? That's what he told me. Then I say, okay, can you explain me? Can you explain? I mean, you need to have some point to support what you're trying to tell me, right? Then he say, I no need to explain to you anything. He say, I asked him why, and then he say, because I eat salt more than you eat rice. That's what he told me. If you're Chinese, this is a direct translation means what? More sick yin, 多過你食米. Yeah, translated into English, literally means what? I eat salt more than you eat rice. Basically, what he tried to tell me is, I'm more experienced than you, and I don't need to explain why I say so. You just need to accept it. Yes, because you're a beginner, right? So that's what he tried to tell me. And then, of course, that time when I'm at that time I'm still very young, so I a bit rebellious. Okay, yeah, I have to admit that. Then I asked him, hey, master, with all the due respect here. So I asked him, every time you cross the street, before you cross the street, do you actually look left and right or not? I asked him this question. He said, why? What a dumb question, he told me, right? Of course, I look left and right. That's what he told me. Then I say, if that is true, then if what you say that destiny already predestined, why you bother to look left and right before you cross the street, right? If you're not destined to die, even the car hit you, you are fine. The car will be the one that is broken. Yeah, I say, makes sense, right? So why you bother look left and right? So, and you are the same person that tell me that destiny cannot be changed, but yet you still look left and right before you cross the street. So which means that our destiny is still in progress. Right? So don't you think so? Right? It's still in progress, and therefore our willpower play a very, very important role in determining our destiny. That's what I told him, right? And then he didn't say anything. He just shut up and then he just walked away. And then that's the last time I seen him. Probably he got offended. Yeah, but at the same time here, I also think that that's why this is the aha moment here that triggered me to actually study this further, because I discovered that, hey, we can actually do something about to actually navigate our destiny, because it's not half in stone, right? There's so many factors in play in our destiny. It's not just your party chart, but I would say that when you start to understand your party chart, I think one of the things here is you need to know why you want to do this, right? Don't just learning for the sake of learning, right? We need to know why, and what is the power of the party chart. We need to be clear. Right, on this here. So I actually do this, and then when I start to do this professionally, I meet a lot of people, and I discover one thing, how come, some people chart with all the great elements inside, seems like a perfect chart, but yet they are still struggling. And another group of people that they have all the bad things in their chart, everything you think about, about the bad stuff is everything inside the chart. And this person yet is very successful and thriving in life. This thing actually so-called flaws me, and I don't know how come it's like this. And it's not only one person, I consistently, when I do more consult with people, I see more and more like this. And then come to a point that I realize that, it's not what in your chart that determine your destiny. It's what you do about what is given to you in the chart that determine your destiny. Yeah. So from that point onwards, then my perception changed. Because there's already a proof. I cannot deny that, right? There are so many of it. So therefore, in summary here, I'm talking about, you don't need a great past to have a great future. Do you guys agree? Right? We don't need a great past. A lot of people say my past is I have a lot of bad experience. I've been betrayed before, So you don't need a lot of people think they need a great past to have a great future. No. Which in fact, you see a lot of people, they have a bad past, but somehow they overcome it and then become better. So if that saying is right, so it also means that you don't need a great chart to have a great destiny. Okay, so I'm talking about this, right? This chart I'm talking about. So you don't need a great chart here, and then to have a great destiny, because it's about the user, right? How are you going to use the chart? So the question here is, are you the great user? This is what this today's session is, right? It's not about just accepting what is given to me. So let me ask you right now: are you a great user of the chart? This is what I doing most of because last time I just look at the chart, I do prediction, it's like a fortune telling style, but now it's about using the chart. Okay, some of you say not yet, some of you is fine, right? There's a reason you're joining here, right? You're learning here. So I'll do my best in this session here to share with you some of the things, or at least 3 ways you can use to do your I would say derive important information from your chart, and then you can apply on it. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay with this? Yeah, so yeah, I need to actually make this thing clear here. So it's about using the chart, right? So, and how do we do this here? So first of all, let me tell you what are the character or attributes of a bad user. Yeah, this is very important, right? Before you want to be a good or a great user of the chart, you need to know what kind of attributes that the bad user has, so you don't repeat or you don't copy those attributes. Fine, right? So you need to do the opposite side. Make sense? Because it's yin and yang, right? So let me share with you right now is what is this attributes of a bad user of the chart. Yeah, this one is come through all my experience of I deal with so many people. As some consult is really funny, I tell you. Sometimes some people ask some very funny question. I think one of the skill that a consultant need to have is, even though you think sometimes it's funny, right? You cannot actually laugh it out loud. You must actually have a serious face. That is the hardest part. Sometimes they ask a question, it's a bit funny one, like I still remember one time there's one client actually asking me, "Hey, Iverson, do you think I'm pretty or not?" Okay, suddenly I also flawed, I don't know how to respond to this, but I want to smile, but I cannot smile, right? So I pretend very serious. Okay, let me check it out for you. Yeah, but actually I already know, right, the moment I look at her, right? So, but sometimes, so I think if you're a consultant, I think one thing you need to control, sometimes if you want to laugh it out loud, you must have the way, to actually stop, resist it, and then show a professional face. Yeah, so I go through a lot of this. I meet a lot of people. Of course, all these people, I'm not saying that they are bad people. I just say sometimes it's funny. So my job here is to help them, to point them to the right direction. I think this is very important, because if we don't do it right, I don't care how committed you are, how confident you are, how hardworking you are. If you're heading to the wrong direction, it only get you to the wrong direction faster. Make sense? Right? So therefore, don't you think direction is important, right? There's no point for you to running to the east looking for a sunset, right? So because the east is where the sunrise is, right? So therefore, the metaphysics system here is to help you, to give you the proper direction. So, but a lot of people misuse the system, right? Or what we call the wrong user. So let me show you the attributes of this wrong user. Okay, I actually prepared something for you guys. Yeah, this is the slide. Okay, do you see it? Yeah, so it's a pessimistic, blamer, and mechanics. Yeah, so these are the 3 things that I talking about whenever we is a bad user of the chart. Yeah, so let me explain what does it mean. Yeah, there are 3 group of people that they cannot use the chart well, and therefore they cannot see results or improvement after learning BaZi, right? So the first one here is pessimistic, right? Pessimistic, I think you already know. Pessimistic means what? They're always looking at all the bad things in their chart, right? There's a death and emptiness. The moment they see it, they cannot sleep already. Yeah, they keep asking everyone, what does it mean? Even someone tell them it's okay, it's nothing, they cannot accept it. Until they keep asking everyone until they find someone that tell them, oh, this is a bad element. Or then they're satisfied, and then they keep telling everyone how bad their chart is. How many of you here have some friends like this? Yeah, their job here is keep finding slides. Sorry, what I'm talking about, keep finding faults in their chart. Right, you met some people like this, no matter what you tell them. So I think, of course, I met a lot of people like this. And one of the things that stood out of the rest is one of my client, I think this back 5 years ago. And this, my boss, Sharon Lim, said that. Okay, so one of my clients say like this, say, when I sit down, right, with this client, we actually, he engaging me to do a one-to-one consultation with him. So I supposed to read his chart, right? So when I start to read the chart, before even 5 minutes, then he say, Iverson, can you tell me that is it my chart is a good chart or bad chart? I said, of course, it's a good chart for you, right? Then he say, no, Iverson, let me tell you why it's not good. Then he keeps telling me there's a clash here, there's a death and emptiness here, right? Then after that, I say, okay, all right. Then I explain to him what is the meaning, because he misinterpret the meaning there. And then after that, he's okay a little bit, and then finally say, then he continued to look for another faults in his chart. Okay, then point to the year and then to the month, drill down everything. Right? Think about this, right? If you want to find fault on anything, sure you're going to find one, correct or not? Even the most perfect person, agree? You think about your spouse right now or your best friend. If you want to find fault with this person, will you able to find one? Right? Because he keep focusing on that part, right? So therefore, this is what he did until he did that for the next 30 minutes. And then he keep pointing what the bad thing in his chart. And then finally, to a point that I cannot take it anymore, then I scold him. Yeah, I remember. I still remember I told him this. Take your butter chart and then throw it away. Because you cannot use the chart. You use it wrongly. You're much better off without the chart than with the chart. I told him this. Then I say, are you serious? Are you joking? I say, I'm not joking here. Then I grab the paper. I really throw it away. Yeah, then he a bit shocked. Yeah, then of course, then after that, we come down a little bit. That explained to me all of this here, and then after the session here, right? Of course, around 1 hour. Then after I give him recommendation, I don't think he's still very negative, right? And then, of course, I do my best to tell him all of this thing here. After that, he walked out of the room. After 1 hour, he say, "Thank you, Iverson." He say, "Okay, I finally understood my chart. I dub it actually. Probably he's just being polite." And then when he go out, right? The team is there outside, because normally after the consult, the team actually will ask the client how is the response or how is the ask for the client feedback of the consultation. So what do you think this client feedback is? Yeah, what do you think? Because I cannot ask him, right? Of course, if I ask him, then of course he says it's very good, right? Just being polite. Right, so if you want the honest answer, so the team actually asked him outside of the room. He say, "Hey, how is it?" Okay. Some of you say not professional, bad review, complaint. Okay, okay, awakening. Okay, all right. So scolding, complaint. Some of you say I like it. Okay, so I quote exactly what is his reply. He told another person at the team here. He say, "Iverson scold me just now." Yeah, he just say it's a very short reply. Then of course the team here get a panic a little bit, right? Oh my God, right? So he say, then what happened? And then the clients follow with this sentence, "But I like it." That's exactly what he say. Yeah, this feedback here is what after the staff told me, this is exactly what he say. Okay, so he need this coding somehow, right? So therefore no choice, right? Then finally, I hope that he actually realized that. And fast forward, this one happened 5 years ago, and right now he's still my client. Yeah, so he engaged me like once every 3 months to help actually consult on his business until today. Which in fact I consulted him also last week, the last one. So now of course, right now I see that he already changed, but he used to be someone that looked at all the flaws in the chart. Okay, yeah. So even he got scolded, but he liked it, or what we call this FJ, right? Fancy, right? So yeah, some people need to be scolded. So for some people need rude awakening. Yeah. So this is a part here is about pessimistic, right? So if you actually keep looking at the thing in your chart, the point of the story here is to tell you, don't be like that. If you're like that, you better throw off the chart. It make you even worse, right? It make you worry more, right? If you keep looking at the bad things in the chart. Everyone clear on this? This is the first one. Yeah, and then the second one here. Yeah, let me show you back the chart again. This is a very precious slide. Yeah, the second one is blamer. Right? What do I mean blamer here? Yeah, blamer means that have you met someone that if you say that, hey, how come you're so crazy? How come you're so lazy? You procrastinate a lot. Then they'll say something. You'll say something. It's not my own doing. My chart got a lot of earth element. That's why I procrastinate. How many of you here actually see this sort of thing? right? So you say, oh, okay, the reason I got fired because I've got a clash in my chart. Actually, this person didn't do well in his job. That's why he get fired, right? He keep thinking it's about the clash, right? He keep blaming the chart. How many of you here actually do this? They keep blaming, yeah, the lack of water element. Yeah, that's why I'm like that. Yeah, then the thing here is they enjoy telling this story to everyone to justify their lack of performance or they have the mediocre results in their life. Okay, I have a few friends also the same thing like this, right? So this is the thing that is very important, for you to know. If not, you just read the chart. If you don't realize that you are blaming the chart, so basically some people feel good after reading BaZi. At least they know that it's not their fault. They think it's a BaZi chart, so they feel good about it. But actually, it's not about the chart, right? Have you met someone that actually they keep talking about they want to start their own business, but after 10 years they're still not doing it? Have you met someone like this? They keep telling everyone, I'm great business owner, I want to start one, it's just that now it's not, the timing is not right yet. A lot of people, right? Do you know the reason why they don't want to start? Yeah, last time I was so curious, finally I found is one thing. Because if they start a business already and they fail, they can no longer telling a story that they are great businessmen, right? So they don't have something to blame too. Yeah, that's the reason, right? Because this is one of my personal friends as well. He told me that, Iverson, I'm a great businessman, keep telling everyone, but now it's not the right time yet, And I finally found out that the reason he don't start, because if he start the business and he fail, then he cannot claim that he's a great businessman ever. So as long he's not starting the business, you cannot actually consider him as a bad business man, right? So therefore, yeah, this is the thing, right? So they have something to blame into. So let me ask you right now, if you learned BaZi before, do you actually blame the chart? Sometime? Yeah, type the word yes. If you are no, type the word no. Okay. All right. So I need you to be honest. I do sometime. Yeah, just to tell you. Although I tell this, right, when I start to learn BaZi, I actually blame the chart. Until a point of I realize that it's not about it, then only I stop. Okay, thanks for being honest, some of you here, right? So I also the same thing. Yeah, when I do my chart that time, and when I learned BaZi at the time, I actually financially wise that time I'm not actually it's bad. It's worse. Yeah, the bad would be understatement here. Is very it go down a very dire situation, and that time then I look at my chart here. It's about bad financial management. Yeah, it's about bad financial management. I draw my chart. I'm not good at that. Then the first thought in my mind, oh, that's why. That's why I'm like this. Because of the chart is like this. Until a point that I realized that the BaZi chart doesn't cause your whatever character you have. It's just a reflection of who you really are. Yeah, BaZi chart. This chart here is a mirror. It's a reflection of who you are. So think about this. Let's say you have a dirt in your face right now and you look at the mirror. Of course, it doesn't look good, right? So if you want to remove the dirt, do you clean the mirror? The dirt in your face, there's a mud in your face. And then do you clean the mirror or do you clean your own face? Right? Of course, you clean your own face, right? If you clean the mirror, it's not the mirror fault. No matter how many times you clean the mirror, no matter what detergent you're using, the dirt is still there because it's just merely a reflection. Yeah, so your BaZi chart here, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just a reflection to tell you who you really are. Yeah, as if like you're looking at the mirror. So like I think some of you here are Michael Jackson fans, right? I am also one of his avid fans as well. I like Michael Jackson. I think one of his song here, "Man in the Mirror," that actually has a very great explanation about BaZi chart. Yeah, I suspect Michael Jackson also know BaZi. Yeah, probably it's just my own wild thinking. Okay, there's a song called "Man in the Mirror," right? Yeah, it's about changing. Yeah, the person here. So now, can you blame your BaZi chart anymore? No more, right? That's why some people say, some of my friends told me, Iverson, I hate you sometime, because when you explain this to me, I can no longer blame my chart. So who I can blame to moving forward, so the thing you're not supposed to blame in the first place, right? So you need to do something about yourself. Okay, Now, that's the second thing. And then the third attributes here, finally, let me show you again the chart. Yeah, is mechanic. Yeah, this is the best of the lot. Yeah, although they're bad user, this one they are not pessimistic, and they doesn't blame their chart. What is a mechanic do? Yeah, mechanic, they like to fix stuff. Right, so like if you are maybe you know some friends like this, the moment they discover their chart lack of fire element, then they're dedicated the whole life to how to fix the missing fire element. They like to fix stuff. How many of you here like this? And then they discover DE there, they keep asking everyone around, how do I fix this DE? Or I cannot sleep now because I discovered that I'm missing this fire element. Yeah, so they call themselves mechanics. Fix, right? Yeah, so in the chart. But in the end here, let me tell you here, there's nothing to fix. Right? That's why I tell people that, but I say, no, I'm missing element. How can you tell me not to fix anything? But I ask him this question. Yeah, your life is okay, right? He said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm married with kids, and then I have a business and there's so many things. They told me this, I'm fine. Then why suddenly, after you read your party chart, suddenly you discover you have this problem? Yeah, this created inside you. Think about this. Right? I asked him this, right? All this while you're fine until you read your chart, suddenly now it mess up your mind. Take you to fix something. Yeah, before you look at the chart, everything is fine. Even now you're also fine, but you keep telling you that you need to fix something. So I actually tell them, stop fixing stuff. Yeah, your chart has nothing wrong. Yeah, this is the part that a lot of people thinking fixing here, fixing there, right? Just like feng shui. I want to fix this, fix that. No, sometimes it's not about that. Yeah, so the chart you only use it as a reference, and you need to do something when it interferes with your goal. Yeah, this is very important. Think about this, right? So let's say you discover your party chart, you cannot sing really well. Okay, so if you don't want to be a singer, is this problem bothering you? Will you spend your whole life going to attend singing classes, to actually improve that flaw, so to speak? But your goal is want to become an accountant. So is it lack of singing skill here bothering you in the first place? No. So why you bother to fix that? Right? So we only fix stuff when it's interfere with what we want. So a lot of people wasting time. Let's say, let me give the scenario just now, right? A lot of time, this person here, just because he discovered his chart, cannot sing, and he don't like to sing even, just because he discovered this, then he actually go and attend singing classes. And he spent a lot of fortune the whole life actually doing this. And he wasted 30 to 40 years doing that. Yeah, no use, right? So now onwards, don't be a mechanic, right? First of all, you need to know what you want. If all those things, because all of us here sure have strength and weaknesses, right? If only those weaknesses hinder us to getting our goal, then only we need to do something about it. Otherwise, you're fine, right? You're perfect from the start. There's nothing to change here in the chart. Okay, everyone clear on this? So if you discovered you belong to one of these some of the time, yeah, then now you need to know you don't want to be the bad user anymore, right? You want to be the good user. And how do you become a good user, right? Now this leads us to the next thing here is about this. I want to give you a metaphor of this. What do you see on the screen right now? Yeah, type it in the chat box. Okay, a remote. Okay, nice. So behind the remote, you'll see a television there, right? So how many of you here have a television at home? What a dumb question, right? Of course, everyone do, correct or not? Right? So sometimes I also don't know why. I have to ask dumb question. Yeah, so you have this television, right? So I think some of you bought a new TV before, and then you're so excited, right? And then normally all the TV right now they actually come with a user manual, right? So normally it's that thick. So let me ask you, do you spend time reading every pages of the user manual? Right? If you ask me, I throw it away. I don't even bother to use. Right? So why? It's because of one simple reason, right? Because only you 3 functions with the TV. What are the 3 main functions I'm used on the TV? First is switch on and off button, and then the second one is what? Increase or decrease the volume, and then the third one is switching the channels. Right? So these are the three things only, right? So I never bothered to read the user manual. Yeah, but the thing here is, yeah, do you know that these three functions could only represent 1% of the total functionality what the TV can offer to you, right? So we don't actually do that, So therefore, the TV is underutilized. So the same thing here happened to us. Yeah, what we do on a daily basis, like we wake up and then we eat, we go to work and then we go home and then reproduce and then we sleep again, right? So it's a repeat process, right? And all of us here, we only perform a very limited function what we are capable to do. It's not because we are not intelligent. It's because we are not equipped. We are not given a user manual the moment you're born. Yeah, imagine this. Imagine that every new baby is born to this world here, it actually comes with a user manual. Don't you think it's cool? Right? You can know how to operate this baby, what is the function, what is the talent and everything, right? It would be cool. But obviously are not given one. So if you ask me what is this parter chart is, the parter chart is our live user manual. Yeah, it's our own user manual. Let me show you again. So if you want to know how to use you, right? How do you control yourself or get yourself to take action? Parter chart is your user manual. Okay, so have you got your user manual ready for you with you right now? Yeah, so this is the thing here, right? Okay, cool. So once you got your user manual ready, so I want to teach you how to become a good user of using Parter. There are three ways you can use the Parter for. So before we do this, right, I want all of you here to, instead of actually looking at what is the bad thing in the Parter chart, I want you to look at the good thing. Yeah, what is the good thing? How come my Parter chart is so good? Wow, every time you look at your chart, wow, it's so beautiful. I love my Parter chart. Yeah, why not you do a hashtag right now on the chat box right now? I love my Parter chart. I love my Parter. Even you don't know how to identify, doesn't matter. Just pretend you love your chart. Can or not? This is the first thing, right? Out of 10 people, I would say 9 people keep say I hate my chart. So many bad things, right? So I want to train your way to see the beauty thing in the chart, because our human nature tends to look at the bad thing, right? If you're able to do this, you love your chart, then you're already making the first step of becoming a good Parter user. Yeah, so it's very funny one, sometimes the couple have a consultation, although most of the time my client are from business people or professional, but I would say maybe once in a blue moon, I get some couple that they come together, and then obviously they're not asking about business, they're asking about relationship. And then my face suddenly, so I need to deal with drama again, but it's fine, right? So it's fine. So I listen to them talking about, and sometimes I get them to do exercise. All right, so I asked the husband, I say, can you actually list down, what is the bad things that you don't like about your spouse or not? And then I give him one A4 paper, and then he's so serious, he write down. Even one A4 paper cannot fit in all the bad things he think he don't like about his wife. Then I give him another piece of paper, what you like about your spouse. He cannot think of one, probably one or two. Even that one also very short. Okay, yeah. So this is how normally people think, right? So therefore, I want that the way to start to look at the chart to make the chart empower you. This is a very good question to ask yourself here. Does your Parter chart, after reading the chart, does the Parter chart empowers you, or actually make you more fearful? Yeah, you never asked this question before, right? You need to know pre and post Parter. After you learn Parter, does it empower you to have more daring, more freedom, or it restrict you from making decision because you're too fearful? Okay, if it's empower you, then it's good, right? So you're the right user, you have the right thing here. So how do we do this? Let me share with you the first. Okay, a lot of you here say level up, empowering. Okay, nice. This should be the one, right? So don't be some of those like one of my friends learn Parter, and they say, okay, today I cannot go out because it clashed with my chart. Then I need to apply leave. I cannot go to work because there's a clash. Okay, this is what we call is too overkill. Yeah, this is the word. In Cantonese, they call 走火入魔. Yeah, run fire, enter devil. Direct translation. Yeah, so therefore, don't be someone like my friend. Okay. Okay, all right, cool. So now, what is the first thing here? I want to look at your chart. Now we're looking at the beauty of the chart, right? So I want all of you here to pay attention to the screen right now. I'm going to share with you is the core, the first thing here. Okay, so let me show on the screen is the core. The core means that your Bazi chart, you can see it like a tree, right? It's a tree here. So can you see the slide right now? Yeah, so this is a tree, and then this tree here, let me show you the tree here. This is a tree. So if someone tell you the life is bad, let's say someone tell you that their Bazi chart is bad, their life is bad, right? So in the tree here, which means that there are no fruits, or the fruits are not sweet, it's a bad fruits in the tree, or the leaf is dry. Okay, so because the tree on top represent the outcome, right? So how do people normally solve it? Let's say here there are no leaves, and then the leaf is dry, and then there are no fruits, you know. So therefore, it's a bad tree. So a lot of time, how people actually go to resolve this problem, what they're going to do? They're going to actually hang some maybe artificial leaves there and fruits there, you know, and pretend it looks good. Did you think a lot of people do this? They want to make themselves look good, right? That's what people do in Instagram most of the time right now, right now. They have their short background, have a nice vacation background, you know, they enjoy life, but actually it doesn't reflect their true life, their true reality. So a lot of people do that, right? But if you're thinking about, right, if you want to actually change something in your life, if you seriously want to do it, do you want to change the top? Just pluck off the leaf and then hang some artificial leaf there, you know, or whatever it is, or decorate like a Christmas tree, or you want to nurture the roots? Which one? Of course, the roots, right? Because if the roots is healthy, is good, then automatically in the future, the tree will become healthy, right? They have fruits, right? So therefore, the roots is very important. I think all of you here also actually are typing this here. So now, is fertilize. Yes, you're right. Yeah, nurture the roots. So let me ask you one question here right now. On your everyday life, do you actually spend most of your energy portraying the effect of your life, or you're busy working on the cause in your life right now? A lot of people always working on what the effect, right? They want to look good. If they don't have money, they borrow money, right? They're talking about the effect. Or you focus 90% of your energy working at the cause. So if you say this have to be conscious, you know, you constantly ask ourselves, right? Because sometimes we might get distracted. So if you're constantly focusing on the cause, work on it, right? So therefore, then you can have a better tree, right? So these are the things here. So in the Bazi chart, right? In the Bazi chart, there are one area is talking about the roots. Okay, I want to show you right now. Take out your Bazi chart right now. Okay, all right. Yeah, can you see the Bazi chart on screen right now? Okay, so now let me just clear this. So if you're talking about the Bazi chart is like a tree, right? So if you're talking about, if you're focused on nurturing the roots, so these are the one that we're talking about. Yeah, the month is the soul of the whole Bazi chart. Yeah, that's why when you learn Bazi, how do you determine whether you're strong or weak, or the strength of the element? Where do we normally look for? We look at the month, right? What season you're born. If you don't know, it's fine. I'm just telling you the month is the soul of the whole pillar, the most important pillar. A lot of people think it's a day master, right? Yeah, it's not. A lot of people say, okay, I want to know my day master, you know, because day master tell you about yourself, right? So think about this. You don't tell me you don't know yourself. Right? A lot of people say, if I know myself, my life will change. Come on, you already know yourself. You just don't accept it, right? You just need the chart to confirm of who you are, right? You think about this. If you know about yourself, but yourself, don't you think is constantly changing? Right? Are you the same person right now compared to 10 years ago? Tell me, are you? Aren't you? No, right? So how come you keep attach your identity to the day master alone? Yeah, because it's constantly changing. You're a very different person. 20 years from now, 10 years from now, very different, right? So therefore, our who am I actually, if you're asking who am I, you're actually describing your past. yeah, is not the future, right? Of course, there's something we can do. So if you start with just a day master, you might not able to get a full picture of what the parter chart can offer to you. Yeah, this is what I'm going to talk about now. So, and once we know this, right, what we're going to do with this is, remember the month pillar is very important. So why is important? Because the month represent what is important to you, right? What is important to you, and also it's also represent your performance or your ability to create results in your life. Yeah, the month pillar represent that. Therefore, when you study parter, they keep referring the month as your career palace, right? Or also the business palace, is because it's govern your performance and what you're great at doing. Okay, so if you want to improve your life, remember now we are not doing fortune telling here. We are talking about how to use the chart, right? So if you're talking about what is my true talent, how do I use your chart, then you refer to the month pillar. Because when you can perform better, can you make more money? Hello? Yes? No? If you can perform better and more skill, right? If you have more money, can your destiny become better or not? Automatically, right? You have more options right now. You can have a better environment for your family. Yeah, you can go to travel anywhere you like after this COVID-19, right? So therefore, you have freedom. So therefore, a lot of time, this is the first technique here. Remember, there are 3 techniques I'm going to share with you. So the first technique of using your chart here is about, you look at the month. Yeah, the month pillar. The month pillar tell you what you're good at doing. So then, how can I derive information here? So let me show you, let me share with you the chart again. Okay, so this is a chart. So the chart tells you what you're good at doing. So since month is the one that is important, talking about what you're good at doing. So whatever information inside here, you also is related to you. So the first one, you see, it's called 7 killing here. Right? So 7 killing. So this is one of something you are good in doing, or your gift or your talent. Okay, so there's one. So under the month, you see bottom here still have what? Direct wealth is one, and then direct office DO. So there are 3. So this person can choose one of this talent, and then he can go full force on it. Yeah, this is how you use the chart. Then you might ask, right, how about is a strong or weak day master? Doesn't matter. Right now, I'm just talking about talent. The strong or weak only talking about the speed you need to develop those talent, right? But now we don't care about the speed. We're just saying here is what is your talent is. Aaron, clear? So I want all of you here to look at your own chart. So let me show you another example here. So let's say this one, another one. So if you look at this, there's one thing here, there's one here, and then there's one here, right? So RW, F, and EG. Easy, right? So this person have how many talents? 3 talents that he can work with, right? So now, all of this here, then if you're a beginner here, you don't know what does it mean, right? All of this thing here. So, and of course, I'm not going to repeat this. This one is actually in my YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube channel and search Iverson Lee. I actually list down all these 10 attributes. RW means what, and EG means what. You can look from that. That is your talent. I want you to actually focus into. Right. So for example, let me give you an example here. If it's a Rock Wealth is a star of leadership. It's a star of popularity, so which means that this person have a leadership talent, in the chart, and then he can inspire people. Okay, it's very easy, right? So then I know some of you here that you want to know, like, it's like, how about the top and the bottom? Yeah, what is there any difference to it? Then now, on top is easy to develop. At the bottom is harder. Probably you don't even know about it. Yeah, but now since you know parter, then now you know. Okay, so Rock Wealth also is a talent, So Lee Pong Ting say, right? Yeah, so now you don't know. Previously you don't know, now you know. Rock Wealth got a lot of talent. Yeah, one of the Rock Wealth talents is what? Shopping. Okay. Yeah, so if your Rock Wealth is very strong in your chart, you're very good in shopping. Yeah, shopping is a talent, You think so easy to acquire this? Yeah, obviously I have one. I like to shop. Yeah, so that's a talent. Yeah, don't jealous. Okay, I got this talent of shopping. How about you, right? You need to look at it. So I know a lot of you here want to actually talk about friend. How about F, R, W, E, G, right? So I won't go through each of this because I already do this previously. I don't want to waste time to do this anymore. And you can actually look at the my YouTube channel. You just search Iverson Lee, and then you search the playlist of best life ever. I actually listed down all the 10 attributes there. Okay. So of course, don't go there now. Yeah, hold on, calm down a little bit. Yeah, stay here first. I still need you here. After this webinar here, then later on you go there. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, so now this is how, for example, but sometimes you, okay, let's do this. Yeah. So okay, this one also got hurting officer, right? Yeah, HO is here. And you also see HO here. Sometime and top and bottom also got, like this person, right? HO also on top, bottom also HO. What does it mean? Right? The hurting officer is very strong. Okay, so hurting officer, they are very strong opinion. They don't care how people see them. They like to argue. Okay, so this is their hobby. Okay, so that's why they don't ever argue with someone with a hurting officer. They're very strong. They're very good at it. And normally they are smart. They know what they want, and then they don't care whether you are how you think of them. They don't have problem. Yeah, just pick out his or her mind. So some people they label this hurting officer. If it's very strong, they'll call this a bitch. BITCH. Okay, so that one, if you want to achieve that level, the God level of hurting officer is called bitch. It's not so easy. Yeah. So if you're that level, normally they're very successful because they know what they want and they don't care about how other people think. Do you realize that a lot of time, the thing that really stopping us here is we cannot accept how people judge us, right? You say, how if I fail, how is my parent think of me? How my friend think of me? How my colleague think of me, right? A lot of people actually present themselves in this form of fear of judgment. So if you're hurting officer, hope you're not married to one. If you are, congratulations to you, it's fine, right? So which means that they are good in actually expressing their opinion. Yeah, so now, this one, in order to achieve this God level of hurting officer or bitch level, you need to have bottom and also on top. Only you can form something like this. Okay, if you're not, then you're just normal hurting officer. I'm sorry, you cannot be the bitch. Okay, such unfortunate. Okay, so this is the God level. Okay, yeah, this is how you look at the chart here. So I think that's all I'm going to explain in this part here. The rest, yeah, look at the YouTube, right? So I'm going to explain one by one. I have more patience in the video, so I can tell you all the attributes there. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, so far so good. Do you like the content you learned today? Yeah, this is the first technique. Okay, I'm glad all of you here say yes. Okay, nice. Remember, today, let me bring all of you here, align all of you here again. Today, we are not doing fortune telling. Yeah, we are doing what? How to use your chart. Yeah, in the more positive and power way. Yeah, this is the first way to do this. And now, the second things. Now you see someone asked about DE already. Okay, don't ask about death and emptiness. Remember, there are three things just now. Yeah, that we don't like to be, right? Pessimistic, blamer, and mechanics, right? Okay, so I saw some of you ask what is the DE means, all those things. Don't. Today, you are a different person. At least for this 2 hours. Yeah, we are the great user here. Okay. All right. So remember, that's the reason I asked you to say what just now. I love my barter chart. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else? Worry other days. Yeah. It's not the time to worry about anything right now. Okay. Cool. So the next thing I'm going to talk about here is the second one, right? So just now, first part is about the core, right? It's very important. So whenever I have time, I'm going to discuss more on the month pillar. Right? It's not about just talent. There are much more things there. So now the second thing I want to talk about is if you want to actually better use of your chart, basically what you wanted is you want success, right? But you think about this, right? Where do all your success and happiness coming from? I want to ask, Answer this question first before we continue. Okay, yourself, my mind, okay, self, effort, heart, myself. Okay, nice. So many of you here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your response. You're right. Yeah, all of your answer is correct. Yeah, but may I say that, all of the thing we want in life right now, yes, let's see whether this makes sense or not. Everything we want in life right now, be it happiness or success or wealth, is come from other people, right? If you are a successful businessman, right, who pay you the money? Your clients, right? You want happiness, right? Yeah, you get married, have children, all this also other people. So don't you think, would it be smart for us to actually look at the chart to see how can we connect better to attract people coming in? Because everything we want, right? No, I don't, as much as we would like to think we are intelligent, we are capable, right? Everything comes from other people. Right, think about this, even you're capable, you still need to work for a company. Even you run your own business, your client, you still need client, right? All of these are people. So therefore, the second thing I want to talk about here is about the power of connection and the power of people. Yeah, this is the thing here because like let me give you an example here. Like for me, right, last time 7 years, now it's 8 years already, another year. So 8 years ago, I was a programmer, right? So, and then a lot of people say, how come I can transit to become a speaker or instructor in Chinese metaphysics industry? The reason is because in one point in my life, someone gave me that opportunity. It's come from other people, right? So that time, some of you heard about my story before. Datuk Joey actually gave me this opportunity for me to transit from a programmer to become a teacher. Hadn't he gave me that, I wouldn't able to have the opportunity to talk to you right now. Right? It's come from other people. I run clear on this, right? So it's always someone to be instrumental, and then that somehow your life be orchestrated in that way. So of course, yeah, how do we look at this, right? So, and in your Path chart again, let me show you the chart again, right? So this is the second step here. This one is the power of people. Yeah, this is a slide here. So I want all of you here to take out your Path chart again. Yeah, can you take out your Path chart again right now? So I want you to actually look at different areas. Just now we're talking about competency, your performance. We look at the month, right? So whenever we're talking about people, we look at the year pillar. Okay, let me show you why is the year pillar here. Right? Because the year pillar is the most external pillar of our chart. So therefore, this is the reason I show this for this image here is this is where you interact with the external world, right? So anyone that accept yourself is the interaction with other people, right? Be your spouse or friend or whoever it is. So our job here is to actually improve this. So therefore I use this image here. It's about how can you have more connection and attractiveness, or at least someone doesn't hate you, right? They like to talk to you. Don't you think it's important to have this? Right? So because since all our success come from people, if everyone you meet also don't like you, or maybe you hate everyone in the world, you say if you're thinking that everyone in the world is bad, then your success will be limited, right? So we look at the year pillar. So how do we do this? So do you know where's your luck pillar, your year pillar is? Okay, let me show you where is the this thing here. Okay, hold on, let me show you this. Okay, you see the chart right now? Yeah, the Path chart. So the luck pillar here is something to do with this. It's something got to do with this. So, and this is the year pillar, is the external contact. So this is the most external. This is where you interact with other people. So if you want to attract more people come into your life, even you want to get into a relationship, don't you think there has to become a friend first? Right? So therefore, this is a pillar that because you cannot say like you meet the first second you meet someone, suddenly this person become your spouse. Cannot be one, right? Always start with friends first, right? So therefore, this pillar also a pillar that connect you to maybe to intimate relationship later on as well. So therefore, is very important. So how do we attract more people? These are the information. It say that if you want to attract more people, you need to do something related in this pillar here. Of course, there are so many techniques here. I'm going to share with you one easy technique to actually, at least you can do something on it. Are you guys okay with this? So you can attract more people, become more likable. Although there are so many techniques available, but we like to start with something easy. Yeah, but easy doesn't mean it's not effective. You know, sometimes in life, yeah, the most profound things in life is actually very easy. So in the year pillar just now, do you able to see your animal sign or not? I want you to identify the animal sign of your year pillar just now. Okay, do that. So if you already identify that, you know, type it in the chat box. I want to see your response. Okay, let me show you again. I know some of you are very new. Yeah, okay. So if you look at the chart here, do you see this or not? Right, for this person is what? Monkey. How do you monkey? Because the word is printed here is monkey. Okay, it's very easy. So it's clear. So I want all of you here to look at on your side here, what is the sign for you. Okay, once you have it, now I tell you how do you actually derive meaning out of it to improve attraction. So, and how many of you here, your animal sign is monkey or tiger, snake, or pig? Yeah, let me show you on the screen, it's easier. Let me show you this. Hold on. Give me a sec here. Let me just pull up the screen. Okay, can you see right now? Okay, tiger, snake, monkey, and pig. So if you have these stars here, so the way for you to attract people in a year, right? So if your year is snake or tiger, monkey, or pig, so you belong to this. Why being so serious? Right. So if you want to attract more people to come into your life, what you need to do? Yeah, you need to be what? Fun. Yes. Okay. All right. Be funny, less serious, lighting up. Right. Okay. So you need to learn how to tell jokes. Yeah. This is the one that you actually need to look into when you want to actually approachable, humorous. Okay. Fine. Okay, so basically means that you don't be so serious. Yeah, learn how to tell jokes, be spontaneous, be like childlike curiosity, That one would be something that you must do more. Okay, in the chart. Okay, all right. So hold on, I don't know why my slide is hanging right now. Yeah, let me see whether I can do something about it. Can you guys still hear my voice right now? Okay, cool. So this is for you. So I while they're fixing the slide because the slide is not working, but it's fine. So right now, I go to tell you because I can remember this. Okay. So and if you are the next one here is if you are how many of you here have this? Another 4 animal sign here is rabbit, horse, rooster, and rat. How many of you have these 4 animal sign? Okay, let me repeat again. Rabbit, horse, rooster, and rat. Okay, all right. Option, command, escape. Okay. Hold on for a while, because they are. Okay, cool. Toaster. Okay, cool. So if you have this, the keyword here is elegant. Yeah, so if you belong to this group here, your choice of thing here is elegant. So what you need to do, you need to look pretty. You need to talk in a more elegant way. So your physical appearance plays a more important role, yeah, than anything else. Okay. Okay, all right. So, and then now, okay, hold on. Can you guys still hear me? It's fine, right? Okay, so let me repeat again. Yeah, rabbit, horse, rooster, and rat. Yeah, this is the one. It's about elegance. So you need to actually learn how to communicate better. So, and the thing here, okay, I think the slide load back again. So it's good. Good to know that. Yeah, so, and let me just bring back the chart again. Just give me a sec here. Okay, all right. So let me show you the screen. Yeah, just now the screen is not working. So can you see right now? If you can see, type yes. Just let me repeat again: rabbit, horse, rooster, and rat. That's good to know. It's back to here again. Okay, nice. So this is the elegant one. So are you? If you are belong to this, you need to be elegant. Walk slowly, eat fine dining. You know, go to a fine dining restaurant. Pretend to know art, even you don't know what it means. Stare at the art for like 30 minutes, and then tell some story. Yeah, okay. Yeah, people find you attractive. Okay. All right. So so this is the elegant one, right? So this type of chart, elegant means what? You cannot go under the sun and then you become sweaty, right? It doesn't look elegant. Okay. So everything also slow. Okay, nice. I say, okay, this is the one you need to do, right? To be more attractive. Okay, what got wind? Yeah, sometime maybe, right? Or maybe you ask someone to have a fan behind you, blow to give, then your hair, sway here left and right, give you more dramatic appearance. That one is good. Okay, being romantic at heart would be good. Some of you say throw flower petals. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So Aaron, clear this. Okay, now the next one here. The next one here I'm going to talk about is this the remaining one, right? The remaining one is this, the mind of the yoga. Okay, so if you are ox, dragon, goat, or dog, you need to be smart, which means that your knowledge, you need to inspire them through your knowledge, your mental power, and wisdom. Okay, very simple. Then you might ask, right, what if I'm not intelligent? Very simple. Don't say anything. Yeah, when you don't say anything, somehow people don't know, right? Whether you're smart or not, they don't know one. They say, oh, this person must be very smart. You're very calm, very peaceful. Have you realized that sometimes the moment someone speaks, you already know what is the level of this person, right? The moment they start saying something stupid and childish, you already know their maturity level. So if you are this and you don't think you are smart enough right now, then don't say anything. Yeah, just keep quiet. Just give a good nod like this. Then suddenly people, wow, this is very wise. Okay? Yeah, talk one word or two words, write short sentence, and then walk away. If you have some smoke behind you, it's even better. Yeah, for the dramatic effect. Most of the time is okay. Nice. And now you come up with so many creative ideas here. Yeah, so this is the one for you. So do you enjoy this information so far? This is only the second technique. Okay, second techniques here, you can actually advise people how do you do this. You guys like it so far? Yeah, this is a year pillar, by the way, right? Okay, so I think that Chinese metaphysics is not something you learn like, once in a while, right? You need to do this every day. So, and actually, if I actually have something I constantly share with people. If you want to join this group here, this is what I constantly share with other people as well. So like clashing of the goat in 2021 or achievement manifestation for this this month, how do you do that? Or how do you read the Emperor Star? Do you want all this type of information? Right? So if you love it, if you like to learn more of this, and by the way, this is free. Yeah, I do this to give back, to pay forward. If you want to get in touch with me and have newly updated information, then this is, go to this channel and join my Telegram channel. Yeah, so that is a QR code and that's a URL there. You can go to URL or you just scan the QR code. So of course, for now, you just take a photo, just take a screenshot, and then I think the team also type the link there. Just take a screenshot. Don't do it now. Yeah, do it later. Right, so then doing it, and then I will continue to post more information there, so you learn something every single day. Right, you cannot like I spend like one day learn, then then the rest of your year you don't learn it. That one you cannot actually master in any subject. Right, you need to do it every single day. So I do my best. Right? Sometime maybe I forget one day, I would say that maybe 1 or 2 days constantly I'm going to do some update here. Okay, cool. Yeah, do join me here. And then I also posted the YouTube link there as well. If some of you asking about the YouTube link, can go to this here to actually join it. Right? And then I think the recent one I like about this is achievement manifestation. Yeah, do it. I think a lot of you are already joining, right? Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so are you ready for the third things or not? The third way to use the chart. Are you guys ready? Okay, all right. If you're ready, let me show you this. What is the third thing here on the chart right now? Is this the untold future? Right. One of the ways, or I would say 90% of the reason a lot of people use BaZi is to somehow to know, what likely will happen in the future or opportunities. It's not fixed yet, but at least you know whether it's what kind of opportunities come to you or what type of challenges come to you, right? You will know it. Don't you think this is important to know about so you can predict something, so you can change your strategy? Yeah, there's a whole reason doing this, right? For example, like why you actually listen to weather forecasts. Yeah, weather forecast also a forecasting, right? It's about forecast. Why you want to know about the weather maybe a week from now? So we can plan what? Maybe our travel plan better, right? Like last time when I think 2 years back, I went to London. So I want to check the temperature so I can get prepared, right? So to ensure that we're able to maximize the day. Yeah, so we do this all the time. Yeah, so weather forecasts have their own technology. They use the humidity, they use the temperature to measure, to forecast it, right? Okay, Amalia say that I miss travel. Yeah, me too. I also miss travel a lot. Okay. Yeah, I hope I can travel soon, right? So they can plan well, right? So BaZi also can do it in a kind of like a forecasting. So do you think that this is something you want to learn? Right? It's about prediction, right? So this is this is what the third thing you can use your BaZi chart. There are 3 ways, right? This is the third ways you can do this. So how do we do this, right? Of course, you think about this. How can someone be more successful than the other? Is not because they are more intelligent. It's not because they have certain so-called magical power. It's not. Yeah, the reason someone are more successful than the other is because of one thing, because they can think long term. Do you guys agree? Right? If anyone that thinks short term, they constantly react to current event, current situation, they cannot see the end goal, the long game. For example, what if today you go in for a meeting and then your boss actually scold you in front of everyone? Is it a right thing for him to do so or not? Of course it's not, right? He's not supposed to be rude to the staff, right? So it's not, right? But so for if you are someone that is thinking short term, what you need to do, you say, I must scold my boss right now. I need to tell him right straight to the face he's wrong, right? This is not justice, right? You're not respecting the human right. Yes, you are right. But after you do that, you get fired the next day without knowing any reason. Yes, you are right, which in fact you're too right until you become wrong. This is what I call short-term thinking. Yeah, what if another person have a long-term thinking? He just keep quiet, and not only he keep quiet, he say, I'm sorry, boss. I'll take note on it. Because he know in 1 year time or 2 years time, he going to take over his boss position. Tell me, who is the smarter guy here? He might lose the battle, but he's going to win the war in the end. Yeah, so are you fighting battles or you interested in winning the war? So which perspective you're able to see depends on, are you thinking long-term or you're thinking short-term, right? So the shift is just happened within seconds. So can all of you here right now, if you are, probably some of you are already thinking long-term, if you are not, can you just make the shift right now? And your life is changing. All your priority will be changing. And then you don't react to certain situation. You're calm. Right? That's just one part. So BaZi chart, why we do to actually predict the future, so we allow us to play the long game, the long term. Right? You might lose maybe in the short term, but in the end, you're the winner. Yeah, that is why this is what all the successful people think about. Okay? So, and How do we do that? Here is like this. In a BaZi chart, there are two ways to look in long term. The more longer term it is look at the luck pillar. Yeah, some of you probably know about the luck pillar. So let me show you the chart here. If you're talking about the future, about opportunities, and you want to look at long term, we look at here. This one block here represent a decade, which means 10 years. Okay, so there's 1 year, long-term planning. So another that is also if you're talking about 1 year planning, we look at this part. Like this year, right? A lot of people know what about this year opportunity is. So we look at this area. It's still a long-term thinking, but this is yearly basis. Okay, cool. So now today, I'm not going to talk about the luck pillar yet. Yeah, whenever we have more time, we talk about it. I'm going to talk about in 2021. Right? So you can know, what to look for. I just teach you one of the simple technique here so you can actually know how analysis is done. Are you guys okay? Right? So we look at 2021 energy. You have to do prediction for 2021. So in order to do this, let me show you the chart again on the screen. Okay, so what do you see on the screen right now is 2021 pillar. Can you see the screen or not? If you can, type the word yes. Okay, I think you can see it, right? So now I want to actually explain to you how does it work here. So if you look at 2021, the most powerful sign is the ox. Do you see it? Yep. There's a reason we call this grandeur. So which means that 2021, the president of the year is the ox. So do you want to mess with the ox or not? Hello? We don't want, right? Because this is the most powerful thing. So right now, tell me, which element seated on this king, the ox? Sin metal. You see a sin metal here, right? Aaron, I do it slowly here. I want you to teach you how to read the chart. And so do you think that this sin metal powerful or not? Yes, because it's with the king, it's with the president, right? Which effect is seated on the president. So it's very strong, very powerful. And tell me, is this sin metal, do you see another sin metal here? Right? So is this sin metal strong or super strong? Solid. Yes, I like the word Julian. You say solid. Yeah, it's a solid element. No doubt about it, super strong. Would you like to offend sin metal? Okay, no way, right? So do you have sin metal in the chart? On top, do you have it? Then you also become very powerful, right? Okay, so we have it. Don't worry. Okay, now let's do some prediction here. So now, since sin metal, even you don't have, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if you have it, it's good, right? So you are super powerful this year. So it's sin metal. If you learned BaZi before, sin metal clash with what? Now we're doing prediction here. Yeah. By the way, what is sin metal clash with? Yin wood. All right. So clash with yin wood. So now the question here is, do you have yin wood in the chart or not? Because if we're going to clash with the yin wood. So let me tell you, where do you look for this piece of information? So let me share with you the screen again. Okay, look, whenever I mention the top, you look at these 4 elements here. Okay, so how many elements you look for? 4 elements. So is this person got yin wood element or not? Yin wood? No, right? Because if the same metal going to clash, right? So this person don't have. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, how about this person? Does this person have this yin wood in the chart or not? Yes, in the month. So tell me, will this person encounter some challenges in the month? The month represent what? Performance, the work, and career. Yes, it is. Yeah, this is how prediction works. Yeah, because sin metal we just acknowledge this one is very powerful. Clash with yin wood. Okay, so this year, would you want to offend your boss? Would you like? No, right? This is not a great year because this year that, there's a lot of haters, you need to play smart this year. You need to be flexible. Yeah, okay. Let's say already feel the clash, right? Yeah, so this is a thing, right? Because this sin matter is very powerful. It's sitting on the grandeur. Yeah, so how many of you here have this yin wood in the month stamp, like I shown on the screen right now? Okay, so now I'm talking to you. All right, act smart, be flexible, and then watch what you say out. What is your verbal communication is very important. Have backup plan, and one thing, trust no one in your office. Do you know that a lot of people, they don't draw a line between colleagues, and then they think that most of their colleague is their friend, and then they get betrayed. Yeah, if their child have a harm, right? So this year you only give information on need to know basis. You don't want someone else, to make use of certain information to work against you. You don't like, right? So this is because this is directly clash to you. Okay, so as long you don't reveal too much of what you're doing, people don't know where to attack. Yeah, this is a time you want to actually improve yourself silently. Work on something, become better without telling the whole world or the whole village. Some people, even they would just want to lose weight, right? They announce on Facebook, they want to make sure everyone know about it. Some people are like that, right? So don't. Yeah, so this year, don't be the barking dog, be the silent lion, the quiet lion. Okay, cool. I just gave you the solution here, right? Okay, now, don't worry. So now, can I give you one more piece of information? One more piece of information. Since the culprit is sin metal, tell me, what combined with the sin metal? Some of you learn puzzle, help me out here. Ping, right? So, ping fire combines with the sin metal, therefore remove the sin metal. So if you have the pink fire in the chart anywhere, either here, or here, then you can resolve this element. You combine with the most powerful element, which means that this year you acquire power. How many of you have yang fire in the chart? Let me show you. Let me okay, this chart got right. Okay, look at this chart here. This is yang fire, right? So this year is sin metal. So this sin metal cannot counter yang fire because it's a combination. So we have the power to absorb the sin metal and then turn and then combine it away. Yeah, branches is not so anywhere in the chart, either month, year, day, or hour, but must be at the top. So which means that this person this year able to acquire power, even there's a power struggle, very likely this person will succeed. Okay, Ting fire not included, only yang fire. How many of you have yang fire in the chart? If you have it, then you don't afraid of this sin metal. Yeah, this is how you do prediction. And then you also advise people what to do. Okay. All right, cool. So do you enjoy this kind of information? Right. So this is cool, right? Yeah. So I because this group here, there are some are very new, some of you are a bit are very fresh here, some of you are experts. So I try to mix information together. I hope that no matter which group you are in, you're able to benefit from this as well. Yeah. So how many of you here interested to learn more about the art of prediction? Yeah, if you like this style, it's not that hard, right? You like this. So why I'm going to tell so? Because this is something that I foresee will be very needed in the new normal, right? Because everyone are competing right now, right? You need to be the best. You need to be better. We need to outdo our competitor, right? So I call this the power of prediction. Right. So now let me ask you one question here. Yeah, let me ask you one question here. What would your future looks like in 5 years' time? 5 years will arrive anyway, right? The question is, where will you be? Right? Are you still doing your same job right now? Who will you be with during that time? What will you wear? What house will you live that time? Right. So why want to do? Some of you say you need to have a lot of freedom. Yes, it's cool. So this is the thing here is I want to look into, because in order to have a great future, you need prediction. Let me show you something that if you don't have any clue about what in the future, this is your scene will look like. What do you see on the screen right now? Tell me. Type in the chat box right now. What do you see on the screen right now? Blur, black. Okay, all right, nothing, right? So because we don't know the future, we don't know what's upcoming next, right? We don't have any forecast. So what if I want all of you here right now to pay attention to the screen right now, on the blur screen or the dark screen. So how about now? Can you see something? Yeah, bright, mountain, scenery, clearer. Okay, cool. How about now? Better now? How about now? Is it even better? How about now? Yeah. So if you can see, have more clarity in your future, then you're able to actually plan your strategy. Yeah. Don't you think it would be cool if you can actually have more clarity, more awareness of what you do, like 4K or 8K, so that is the use of prediction. That's the whole purpose. Right? Once you have this, you have more confidence to work forward. You know what to do because you know the direction. Right? So therefore, if this is something you're interested, this is something that we actually should do on our prediction, not only on 2021, but it's about 2022, 2023, and moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to teach something like this. Were you interested to learn it? Right, I want to do it in a way that even beginner will also be understand. To do this, and I just to tell a little bit background here. I like to create a lot of new contents. In like 2020, I created these 4 classes. Based on my compilation and research. I did a Yijing Secrets. I do Period 9. I do a Bad Chart Great Destiny, and I do Awaken Your Spiritual Forces. This is for 2020, right? So for 2021. I actually could probably most of you already signing up for this, but some of you are very new here and you want to learn, you want to get started in BaZi here, prediction. So I would like to share with you, this one, the Eye of the Future. This is my flagship program for 2021. If you want to learn something to become better, you want to do something that your future self will thank you for, right? So this will be one of the program you want to consider. This one will be on this month, is on 27 and 28 of February 2021. These are 2 days, and I'm going to do this in a live stream, so you can watch this from right at the comfort at your own home, right? So this is something to do. And again, just in case some of you here, you cannot the date, maybe you're busy, you cannot make it on that date here listed here, there will be a replay for that. Okay. So I just want you to know that this is the program that I'm going to do via live stream, which means it's online, right? So this program is for this, for people if you're in a downward spiral, or you want to take control of your destiny, you want to live with full potential. Remember just now the landscape, you want to have more clear. That's the reason I call the Eye of the Future. It's because it's about prediction, right? It's about knowing the future so you can come back to the present moment and live differently. That's what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of exciting content. So I'm going to talk about your future wealth machine. You want to know your future wealth machine? So these are the great thing here. And relationship destiny and career and business luck. So all these things here is something to do with prediction. And if you're interested, this is the one for you. And some of you might think, is it too technical for maybe is it too technical? If I'm beginner, we are able to learn? The answer is yes, right? So it's cool. So it is all about application. So there are some of you might ask, which system are you using? I'm going to use these 3 systems. I'm going to use BaZi. I'm going to use Yijing. I'm going to use Chimen Dunjia. All right, these are the 3 systems here. And the BaZi is about foresight, about knowing, what are the opportunities come to you. And then the Yijing will tell the wisdom, when to do something, what is the perspective. We need wisdom to make decision, right? So Yijing will give you that. And then finally, you also need to reinvention, a strategy to transformation, right? So let's say this one is where the Chimen Dujia will coming in, right? So, and it will be easy. even your beginner, you're able to understand this, right? So the whole game here is to have your ultimate comeback plan, right? From preparation to opportunities. Okay, so do you guys interested to learn this or not? Right. So if you're interested, this would be the I would say that the cost fees here is 497. But I actually talked to the team here. I want to remain as the previous price. So if you're joining us today, you're instead of paying 497, you only pay 297 for today. Okay. Yeah. So you can learn this from this straight away from me, and I compile a lot of exciting contents. And I'm going to actually teach this once only, right? So if you're thinking this is something you want, there you go. So but I need to tell something. Some of you are registered. Thank you to all of you here. I see a lot of message here already enrolled. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your support. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. So I also need to let you know there's a limited bonus. For those who already signed up earlier, they have a limited bonus. And right now the quarter already exceeded, so it's already sold out. Yeah, the time limited bonus here. So for some of you here, and the team actually make some arrangement for you. For today, even though it's already sold out, they already opened another this window again, but only limited to 20 people for tonight. Right. So if you want to enjoy an additional time limited bonus, which all those who sign up earlier, you already got it, it's fine. But because we already exceeded the quarter, we already closed it. But today we're going to open tonight. Yeah, we're going to open for another 20%. 20% here. If you're interested, you want to grab this. This is the additional bonus you're going to get. Destiny of the Giants. Yeah, this is a webinar. I'm going to conduct this. This is where I'm going to take some very successful people chart here. I'm going to analyze what make them so successful. Right, we'll go through detail, what is the timing. It could be Elon Musk, it could be Jeff Bezos. I haven't decided which chart I'm going to use yet. So this is additional. This is not part of the program. This is a bonus that if you sign up for the Eye of the Future, so this is a bonus for you. I already opened up for another 20% only. So do you want this or not? Right, so if you want this, then there you go. Right, this is the link. Yeah, you can actually you can click on the link on the chat box. I think the team here actually typing on there to enroll on the chat box, or you can scan the QR code or the link here, right, to get the bonus. As long you can see the payment page, your bonus already secure. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, because some of you might ask, right, am I belong to the first 20? As long you can able to make payment, which means that you already secure the bonus already. Okay, cool. Okay, so some of you might think, right, okay, so I'm still not sure whether it's in for me or no, or whether I should do it now. Let me give you some sharing here. There are only two pills you can take right now. One pill here is you actually, you do nothing about it. You just lead your life as usual, and then nothing is changed. Or you can take the red pill. Yeah, you take a leap of faith here, and then, yeah, you might learn something new, and who knows, right? There are some changes might happen in your life. So in the end, it's only boils down to one thing. You only have two choices here, right? So either you upgrade your training or you downgrade your expectation, right? So I think this is applied to everything, right? You need to learn something, right? So unless you don't want to have a higher expectation, then you cannot say that I want a high expectation, but I don't want to learn anything new, right? So it's your choice. Okay, cool. So if you like, what I'm sharing with you so far, and you like the style, and then you want to learn this for once and for all, because this is the only time I'm teaching this. So this is the link. I'll scan the QR code, and then I shall see you in this 27 and 28 February 2021. Yeah, so let's kickstart 2021 with a big boom. Right, so this is the thing here. Yeah? Make your competitor envy of you, right, with your success. So I hope that you actually join me on this program here, and we have a lot of fun, a lot of discussion here. And yes, okay, I see a lot of you here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Most of you already joining. Good. I'm going to see you then. And I hope today, do you like today's webinar? I hope you enjoyed this webinar here today. Right. I hope that you learned a lot. I found this beneficial. Okay, cool. Thank you for your support, right? So I will do, I'm looking forward to talk to all of you here again. And because we're going to close the enrollment within very soon, because I also need time to close it and then prepare for the course, right? For this 2-day Eye of the Future course. So I'll say if you're interested to join me, this is the time to do it. So otherwise, I thank you all of you here for joining me here today. I wish all of you here have a healthy, prosperous, and a blessed 2021. I'm Iverson Lee. Keep in touch.